Samoa Joe versus Shane Taylor. This may be my shortest recording ever because honestly, with the highest respect, I wish I knew who Sean Taylor was. I might Shane Taylor. I can't even get the man's name right. I wish I knew who he was. It's not a disrespect. It's Samoa Joe, and it's someone I have no clue. So I'm gonna say Samoa Joe. I'm gonna probably watch the pay-per-view and be like, damn, I should have given the guy more respect. But right now, it's Samoa Joe. Under 30 seconds. There we are. I'm out. This one is interesting on so many levels because really I don't actually know who's the heel in this, right? So you got Chris Statlander, who I'm assuming is the face, and then you've got Ruby Soho of the Outcast. Now, is it that the Outcasts are going to try and hold all the gold, or does Chris Statlander, the fairly newly crowned champ, is to maintain the title for a bit longer? I would love to say that, AEW does the whole holding of belts for a while and it's meant to be something. She'd have felt like a transitional champ because we needed a UK person to hold. This one is a bit more interesting in terms of storyline. Is it that Ruby is going to win and they have the gold? Is it that Toni Storm is going to come out to try to help and redeem herself, but screw it up? Is it that she's going to look like she's helping Statlander, but is actually still an outcast and helps them to win? And how did she feel being the prime Miss Monroe, but both of them are holding gold and she's nothing? There are so many different angles that make it interesting. I would love to say Statlander. I would love to say Soho. I would love to say Soho because I would like to see the Outcast hold the gold and be that dominant faction that pose a threat to the women's division. And then we've got Chris Statlander, who, again, I've not seen the product, but this is who Nico said would be TBS champ for the longest while. So now that she's got it, do we just get rid of her just like that? This is a tricky one. I'm going to go against the grain. I'm going to be an idiot. That's the way I feel, but I'm going to go against the grain. I'm going to say Ruby Soho to win. Let the Outcast become that dominant team and let people have to fight for them. Like they at one point, they were known as the female NWO. Let's take it to that level, please. Let's see them with the gold and be a threat to the women's division. Build the women's division again because it's now being held hostage by the WWE girls. Ruby to win. I feel like I'm going to regret it, but I've said it. Miro, the Redeemer, versus Powerhouse Hobbs. It's man meat versus man meat. This is the stuff to get Big E interested in. I'm. Look, it should be Miro, but then you look at what happened at All In. He got the upper hand over Powerhouse Hobbs. Now there are shows in between. I've not seen Dynamite. I've not seen Collision, and I've not seen Rampage. They've not been aired yet. Dynamite has, but I've not watched it. But it doesn't change my fact. I believe we've had a moment where we saw the Team Taz break up, and then Powerhouse Hobbs got his push, then Ricky got his push, and then it was between the two of them, and then Hobbs got the push. Miro has freshly returned. As far as I know, this could be his first pay-per-view back. It would be very stupid to not use Miro in the right way. So with that, Hobbs, I do apologize, but this is Miro's victory. It has to be. It just doesn't seem right to make him lose right now. So yeah, let's go with Miro for the win on this one. Orange Cassidy versus former AEW champion, former interim champion, former how many time champion Jon Moxley of the BCC. I nearly said BBC there. I've never seen Orange Cassidy do a clothesline, so I'm not too sure if Jon Moxley's going to bleed in this match. Yeah, right. No, more to the point, here's the thing. You could say this is the biggest competitor Orange Cassidy's had, or it's the biggest I'm aware of. And if he loses, it's Moxley establishing the title, solidifying the title. And on the other side, if Orange Cassidy wins, it's solidifying him as a champ. But I've heard that this guy's been defending this title so many times that everyone's caring about it. He then sits down and says that this title means the world to him. Mox doesn't need it. I just said it. Like, the guy's been the head guy for this company X amount of times. What does the international title do for him? Yes, he can do something for it, but the prestige is there thanks to Orange Cassidy. No disrespect to Park, he was the first champ. I'm very happy for that. But like, let's be real. This is OC's wheelhouse. This solidifies the title even more by beating a main event guy and showing that, yeah, we can hang. And when OC does drop that belt, it just shows that he's ready for a lot of places because he's beat a lot of guys. So yeah, John Moxley's been a multi-time champ and he's got a bigger career than Orange Cassidy, but whatever, because yeah, the OC is going to be freshly squeezed, baby. Eddie Kingston and Shibata versus the Blackpool Combat Club, Claudio Castagnoli and Wheeler Yuta. This is difficult because essentially the BCC just lost that stampede to Eddie Kingston. So, depending on the other video, I've called John to lose again. So, do I really call BCC losing all over? Yeah, I do. Because it's not this time, it's not because I see Eddie Kingston as the heart and soul, which I still do, of AEW. But I believe it's time for him to become the heart and soul of somewhere else. I believe he's going to become the ROH champion. And it's going to be like, I've beat your entire crew. I've beat you in tag. Now let's go one-on-one. Eddie versus Claudio. And that's where the feud is going to be. It's that Claudio is enraged that Eddie keeps beating him. And then it's going to go for that. He may win, and then the next one is Eddie's win. But I'm going to go for Eddie and Shibata to win this one. I hate betting against the Blackpool Comeback Club because I do like them. But I believe this is the way it's going to go. I believe we're going to see a new ROH champion soon. I hope I'm getting this right. I hope Claudio is still ROH champ. I don't recall seeing the title like A All In. But yeah, either way, Eddie to win, and then they've got the solid feud of one-on-one between them. So Eddie Kingston and Shibata to win. Sorry, Blackpool Combat. Better Than You, baby, versus the Dark Order. Now, this is where I would love for AEW and Ring of Honor to become completely separate because the ROH tag team titles are on the line. Is the champ going to be in another double duty pay-per-view? Hopefully, because what's a pay-per-view without your champ defending his main title? It just doesn't seem right, does it? But it looks like it's the way of it, which is fine. It happens on other companies' shows. But yeah, that's what we're talking about right now. The key fact is that this is an easy giveaway. It's Better Than You, baby, because it's that. But then there's the other side of me that says they lose to Dark Order out of all people because Kingdom could be out for revenge. They're out for blood. But I'm not changing my mind. I think we might see a double clothesline and a victory. But either way, they're going to win, but it needs to be divided. Like, if this was an ROH pay-per-view, I'd have no beef. Let these guys like establish the channel and the company, but it's not that way. So the ROH tag team titles just being thrown in. You've got two main event guys. They literally main evented the last pay-per-view last week, a couple of days ago, considering my recording. And it doesn't make sense. But either way, Better Than You, baby, for the win. Even though Dark Order winning would be so interesting because it's like, out of all the people, you lose to them. But yeah, it's not over just yet for them as tag team champs. As a tag team, there's a very good story going on. But yeah, they're going to retain. So the TNT title is on the line as Luchasaurus takes on Darby Allin. Luchasaurus is your champ, so Darby Allin's fighting to gain back something he once had before. Now, let's be honest, even if Darby gets the pin, he's not the champ because Christian's holding the belt. But no, jokes aside, I believe that this is a bit of redemption for the coffin match. This is where Christian gets to get his sneaky way. Sting doesn't lose on pay-per-views, Darby Allin can. So even though Sting will be there, a bit of a screw job takes place. Who, how, where, and what, I don't know. But I see Luchasaurus retaining this because there's more of a story in the Christian Cage. I don't know if it's Mogul Embassy entirely, but yeah, Christian Cage and Luchasaurus to retain has a bit more of a storyline. It's exciting. It's fun. I don't know what we get with Darby holding this gold at the moment. He's established himself. He's been in the Four Pillars match. He doesn't need a TNT title. Let Luchasaurus keep building. So Luchasaurus for the win and Christian to hold the belt. Don Callis has something up his sleeve, and I can't quite put my finger on it, what's going on and where it's going. I called the Bullet Club Gold to win last time, and they did at All In. But they're now taking on the Young Bucks and FTR, who have a rivalry that just got squashed. Now, I've not seen Dynamite, but I'm aware that the Bucks put their hand... No, FTR put their hand out and the Bucks walked away. That's kind of got me confused. Does it mean that FTR, as much as they've signed up for this tag match, I don't want to see them in Bullet Club. I really don't. But the Callis family, I can do with. Now, I said it, that the Elite need these ultimate losses to go into this big let them fight match, which should have really been your Stadium Stampede or your Blood and Guts. But it started at Blood and Guts and then there wasn't a Stampede match with it. But I believe that the Golden Elite Idols or something is the way, or the Elite Idols. Hey, there's an Elite Idols. Could be the one for the victory. I'm actually torn because I do believe Bucks and FCR, that was my go-to. Like Bullet Club Gold can keep winning. I mean, it's more of an eventer with Jay White, isn't it, than the Bucks? No disrespect to them. I'm talking like solo singles. So Jay White's been a NJPW champ. I'm torn. Ooh. Then I might be using your coin here, bro. Oh gosh. No, I'm gonna go with Initial Instinct, Bucks and FTR, but I do want it to be Bullet Club Gold because, as I said, Don's got something up his sleeve. This match, along with the Bucks versus the Bullet Club, is the ones that really have me. You know, it really has me. I'm ultra confused and stuck. Don Callis has got me so invested in an AEW storyline. It's very interesting, and it's on multiple levels. You've got Chris, you've got Kenny, then you've got the Bucks and the Elite. Essentially, I called the Bucks and the FTR to win. I would love to say that this is Kenny's moment because he lost again and he needs to start to get one up. But Kenny's bulletproof. Kind of. Which way do we play this? And now we see where Kenny's meant to be injured. A bit like WWE and Seth Rollins being injured. Like, does that play an impact? Does he go into a break? Kenny's been away, though. Kenny's been away. So I'm going to go with Kenny getting a small level of one-upsmanship by getting the win. He'll scrape through the victory and then a beatdown because it's not over as far as I'm concerned. It's not over, and I've probably got the angle. I didn't say it in my previous video, but I believe FTR were going to screw the Bucks later on. They're going to establish themselves as heel tag team. That's the way it's going to go. Kenny to win this one. I feel like I'm being stupid because this would really put Takeshita on the map. Oh, screw it. I'm confused. Kenny to win, but Takeshita to get the beat down at the end because it's not over yet. They're not done with Kenny, but Kenny needs to prove he can win. He's lost to Will. He lost the 6-man tag. Is he going to lose this as well? Come on. He's still the Omega. Yeah. Kenny to win, but beat down after.